3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Life of Freedom Show. Find out how one entrepreneur is leveraging the internet for more income and time freedom, and how you can do the same. And now, your host, Terry Lamb.
Welcome. It's episode 2 of the Life of Freedom Show. Today's topic is not necessarily the most sexy or exciting. However, without it, anything that I tell you in any upcoming episode on how to make millions of dollars like I do on the internet, if you don't have some sort of foundational setup, you can't really succeed. So let me tell you a little story that I would never have known, and then I'll kind of sprinkle in some of my experience. And if you can get this handled, you're going to do pretty well with the rest of the things that I'm going to recommend to you. That's why I thought in episode 2 here, I'm going to do a really foundational thing that I'll probably refer back to hundreds of times. So here's the story. Back in 2001, I got a virus on my computer, but I had virus protection. And I was like, what the hell is going on, right? So it was this massive learning experience. I got it fixed. I'll tell you how I got it fixed, and I'll tell you an interesting thing, and here's basically the story that I would not have known until I did this. So I travel all over the world, and I do 3-day consultations with people to help them build their business, to help them get it figured out, to get them up over the speed bumps and the hurdles, to give them a track to run on. I've been doing it 25 years, 13 years full time. So this is the craziest thing. So on day 1, and I learned this the hard way, I actually had to spend a lot of time before we ever got together, because what was happening of those 3 days, we were spending the entire first day, day 1, basically getting their computer ready so we could even do a search or go to websites, things like that. So basically they had a virus and they had a thing called, or a thing that is called malware. And I'm going to show you how to get that handled and all of the wrong things to do. A lot of people say, well, Terry, it can't be, like we're not able to even open my computer and do a search. It can't be a virus. I have virus protection. Well, here's the first problem. This is the non-sexy part, right? But we need this foundation before we ever try to make some money online. So here's how it goes. Basically, virus software like McAfee or Norton or Symantec antivirus, they are a virus in and of themselves. So some people just don't even have any virus protection on their computer. You need a desktop, you need a laptop typically to be able to set this stuff up. Now I do run my web business a lot from my mobile phone, but you have to be set up properly. So I'll say it again, McAfee, Norton Antivirus, Symantec, and quite a few others. I would say everyone except the one I'm going to recommend to you is a virus and malware in and of themselves. So I had actually had McAfee back in 2001, got a virus, and finally was able to get rid of it, hired a guy, and he said, listen, the only thing you ever want to use is a software tool called AVG. AVG. So I'll take you over to lifeoffreedom.show website in a second here, and I'll show you where that resource is on the site. And also, so there's virus, there's antivirus protection, and there's malware. Malware stands for malicious software. Now, what's an interesting thing is when I would go to these people's houses, and I do a 3-day consult, and we really waste an entire day doing, getting their computer up to speed, because they got viruses and malware. What I found was that people are click happy. I'm like, how did you download this particular thing? I'll give you a little bit of a tip. Whenever you're downloading something from the internet, hover your mouse over it before you click on it and look in the lower left-hand corner of your screen and look at the name of the file. Is that what you want, or is it something completely different? A lot of times it's completely different, or there's ads on these websites. So the thing is, we could talk about that all day because I'm very familiar with it. But the thing is to pay attention to what the hell you're downloading. I'll give you another example. I pay a lot of things online. I buy a lot of things online with my PayPal account. Well, if I click a button to buy now, and it takes me to a page that says log into your PayPal account. The very first thing I look at is the web address. Just happened to me the other day. So I look at the web address. I'm like, that's not paypal.com, but it looks like it is, and it's wanting me to log in with my username and password. That's how people just get burnt. Literally hover your button over the web address and see what the hell it is. So AVG antivirus, here's how you do it. I'm going to take you over. We'll look at the site real quick. I'll show you which version to get. But here's the deal. What you have to first do is most likely download it, run a scan if you have viruses. You don't know if you do or not. It will handle them automatically. It quarantines them, takes care of it. It's worth the $39 a year or something like that, whatever it is, right? But you also want to install any other virus software that you have, like McAfee or Symantec or Norton antivirus. Uninstall it fully. Sometimes they won't even let you. It's because they're a virus. They're malware. Now, having AVG on your computer after you delete McAfee and Norton, Symantec, probably a pretty smart thing to do. So the next thing to do is to download the Malwarebytes software. We'll go look at that website real quick too. But malware is a little bit different from a virus, and in fact, it's what I find most people have. You go download something and like they call it a search assistant. Like, let us help you find that tool you're looking for. You download it, it takes over your browser. So when you open up your web browser, guess what? It doesn't go to Google or Yahoo or whatever your basic search provider is. It takes you to searchassistant.com/ bullshit, like whatever name that thing is taken over. So if you open your browser and it doesn't go to Google or Yahoo, what you've set it at, you know you've got malware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you here. We're going to go over to the website here, the lifeoffreedom.show. Let me share this with you. Basically, and let me move myself around a little bit here. So basically, we're at lifeoffreedom.show. It's the website associated with my show here. And what you want to do is over here in the lower left, it has AVG, and or the AVG antivirus software in the lower left corner, and Malwarebytes. This is basically, I'm starting to build out this menu, so you'll see a lot of things. Right now, it's just basically over to my top-rated programs, my main website, and then the just by my head here, the Get Self-Educated. I recommend a marketing company that's literally taught me how to do all of this stuff from a marketing standpoint. Probably pretty smart. If you want to be on the internet and leverage it for the next 30, 40, 50 years like I'm going to and make a bunch of money, you probably need to learn marketing. But beside that, the antivirus, I'm going to click on the AVG antivirus. We'll open this in the browser. And this is what it is. Depends on whether you have a PC or Mac. They have a lot of different versions of what they're offering, but really all you need is AVG antivirus free, and then you can upgrade it. They've got the ultimate AVG tune-up and the driver and all of this craziness. Go ahead and get AVG antivirus free, and then once it's on your computer, create an account with them, username, password, email, and password, and then buy it, purchase it, and it will completely protect you. I've had this for 19 years, and I'm on the computer 24/7. Not once have I had a virus or an issue take over my computer, not once. Now, if we come back to the website real quick here, the other one is the Malwarebytes in the lower left-hand corner. I'll click on that and open up the site. They do offer a free version. Frankly, all I ever really use is the free version. You could do the paid version. You probably should do the paid version if you're having problems already with your computer. So it is what it is. It's pretty inexpensive, but you can do the free download. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but up in the top corner of my on my computer, you can see I have it installed here. I can start a scan. It's just the proper level of protection. So not the sexiest thing, and it took me, 9 minutes to kind of tell you that, but this is foundational stuff. We are going to continually talk about things moving forward that are like, hey, you could do this. You want to make $100 a day. You want to make $1,000 a day. Check out this program. Here's what you can do. Here's how it's done. Here's how marketing is done. I mean, if you go to lifeoffreedom.show, you're going to see where I talk about, and I just said it earlier, about this is marketing, right? It's not going to the hardware, buying a shovel and digging ditches, breaking your back your whole life. This is simple. I'm literally sitting here at home on my computer. I'm live right now, believe it or not. And when I click the finish button, it's over. My work's done. I walk away. Pretty straightforward. So I wanted to share that foundational stuff with you here in episode 2. I'm sure I will reference back to this quite a bit, but that's what I wanted to share with you today. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're not able to find the links or you got some questions, you're having deeper problems because you got a bunch of viruses and malware. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll engage with you. But that is it for today's Life of Freedom show. I will see you in the next episode, episode 3, and I'm going to share with you, we're going to get right into here's how the average person goes out and leverages the internet to make a bunch of money. So that's it. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.